So did Donald Trump order his Justice Department to cover up his affiliation, his friendship with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein? Hi, I'm David Thompson. Now this is a big question, isn't it? We don't know everything about the case. No one has all the facts. But there are some smoking guns. There are some things we can go back to and say, we're pretty sure this is what's going on. First of all, we do know Jeffrey Epstein was a convicted sex offender. He was also going to go to trial for sex trafficking. He was luring and recruiting underage girls to engage in sexual acts at his properties in Florida, New York, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Now, this all kind of changed in 2019 when Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his cell. Now, he again was going to go to trial for sex trafficking. He hung himself, or at least that's what the authorities are telling us. Many believe, and these are conspiracy theorists, many believe that he was murdered by someone within our government or even the Mossad, who many believe he worked for. It's possible. I always tend to double-check conspiracy theories because we don't know enough here to make a conclusion. But the truth is, Jeffrey Epstein knew a lot. Let's face it. Everybody who went to these three places of choice, New York, Florida, or the U.S. Virgin Islands, were not poor people. These were rich people. Many were dignitaries. Many were politicians. Who knows how far up that went? And they'd do anything to hide or conceal their activities at these particular illicit sites. Now, one thing did come out recently again, the Jeffrey Epstein client list. This has been going on for a while, on again, off again. Now, Jeffrey Epstein, to me, obviously had a client list. Anybody in a business like this was going to protect themselves by having names and probably photos and films of people who use these particular services. And I'm sure after he was arrested, many people became pretty nervous, really nervous. I mean, wouldn't you if you were doing these horrible acts? So it's possible that somebody did kill him. But that's water under the bridge now. Where is this client list, if it indeed exists? Now, the FBI and the Justice Department have concluded there is no evidence of an incriminating client list or that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals. Now, I don't know who he was blackmailing or if he was blackmailing anybody. I do believe there was a client list. Again, no doubt he had to have one. But just recently, Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, went on national TV. Every big TV station, Fox News, CNBC, MSNBC, you name it, she was on there. And she said, I promised to release the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. She said the list was on her desk and she was reviewing it and that it would be released. Of course, this never happened because Pam Bondi doesn't work for the United States government. She doesn't work for the Justice Department. She works directly for Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been pampering her and bringing her along for many years now. She's not going to bite the hand that feeds her. So did Donald Trump know Jeffrey Epstein? That's the next question here. Now, Donald Trump says he really didn't. I quote Donald Trump. Well, I knew him like everybody in Palm Beach knew him, Trump told reporters in the Oval Office. I mean, people in Palm Beach knew him. He was a fixture in Palm Beach. I had a falling out with him a long time ago. I don't think I've spoken to him in 15 years. I wasn't a fan. I was not. Yeah, a long time ago. I'd say maybe 15 years. I was not a fan of his. That I can tell you. I was not a fan of his. Again, this sounds like a child speaking to his father after his father caught him with porn in the bedroom, and he denies it. Now, this contradicts what writer and journalist Michael Wolff claims. Michael Wolff covered the first Trump administration and was the author of Fire and Fury inside the Trump White House. Now, Michael Wolff claims to have a recording of Epstein himself saying he and Trump had been friends for a decade. Once again, there's a contradiction here. Now, before I move forward with this video, I want to let you know that we have a sister channel. It's called Nights Around the Fire. It's with me, Ashley Hamilton, and Sue Taylor. We tackle mysteries, legends, and myths. It's a great channel if you love that kind of stuff. I have a link in the description box. Go over, watch it, like it, subscribe to it, and enjoy it. Now let's get back to the video. So what else do we know about Donald Trump's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein? We know that he wrote him a letter for his 50th birthday. Now this is a letter that was reviewed by the Wall Street Journal. They wrote an article about it. It's entitled Jeffrey Epstein's Friends Sent Him a Bodied Letter for a 50th Birthday Album. One was from Donald Trump. Now, the letter was written in 2003, well before Jeffrey Epstein's first arrest. It contains several lines in typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman. which appears to be hand-drawn in heavy marker. A pair of small arcs denotes the woman's breasts, and the future president's signature in squiggly Donald below her waist, mimicking pubic hair. It included a message from Donald Trump. Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Donald. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. Now, Donald Trump's response to that it was fake news from the Wall Street Journal. Now, first of all, if you know anything about the Wall Street Journal, it's a right-wing rag. It protects and defends right-wing policies. They are right-wing and always have been conservative right-wing. Why would they print this story, especially without some type of evidence? Because it's a news story, a big one. And Donald Trump, of course, would deny it. He believes it's nothing but fake news. He said, "I don't draw pictures of women. It's not my language. It's not my words." Now, of course, that's a lie. As we know, Donald Trump is a prolific liar. And he has lied about just about everything in his life, and he's lying about this. People have come out and have sent pictures to the Wall Street Journal and to other news platforms. He has drawn pictures, and you're seeing them here. People have said he likes to draw things. He loves to draw. It's something he always does. Again, another contradiction from Donald Trump. So what else is going on here? What else is being covered up? Well, Senator Dick Durbin, of course a ranking Democrat, said this: "According to the information my office received, the Trump DOJ pressured the FBI to put approximately 1,000 of its personnel in its Information Management Division on 24-hour shifts to review approximately 100,000 Epstein-related records. My office was told that these personnel were instructed to flag any records in which President Trump's name was mentioned." Okay, is that a cover-up? Doesn't look good, does it? So the Justice Department is covering up Donald Trump's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. I believe this is obvious. I believe that Pam Bondi works directly for Donald Trump. I believe he has her hook, line, and sinker. Maybe it's just this. She owes him. He's brought her along, a woman, as the Attorney General. He's helped her take one of the highest offices an attorney can take in the land, the Attorney General, right? So to me, it's obvious that the Justice Department is covering up Donald Trump's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Keep in mind, Pam Bondi works directly for him. I believe she wouldn't tell the truth right now if her life depended on it. Her and many of the other cabinet members were handpicked by Donald Trump. He wanted people that would only say yes and never say no. We've talked about this before on my show. And this is Pam Bondi's perfect role, to be Donald Trump's protector from the Attorney General's office. So I might not have all the facts. I might not have all the evidence. But I can tell you there's a lot of smoke here. And I've always been told that where there's smoke, there's fire. So where does this go from here? I'm not sure. Right now, if you look at the news, Donald Trump is looking at other issues. He's trying to distract people away from this particular topic, as he should. This could bring him down. This could bring his administration down. I don't believe it will. I do know that there is a cover-up. It's undoubtedly a cover-up. How deep it really goes, we will never know, unless somebody comes out. Somebody with authority and with evidence comes out. Now, with these type cases, let's be honest, no one's going to do it because everybody has a stake in the game. If you're on that list, you're sure not going to say anything. And I'm going to guarantee you, my friends, there are plenty of senators, there are plenty of congressmen, there are plenty. Sex trafficking in America is a blemish on the American system. It's a blemish on each of us as Americans. It's a horrible thing. And why it has not been stopped, why more resources haven't been put towards this, why we're so concerned about honest people that are working here that may be here illegally. We're putting so much money in the new budget to deport people who are working here, to deport people who are legally here. We're spending so much money to powder the butts of MAGA, these right-wing haters that want to change America and make it like them, more white, more rich. So what exactly have we seen here from Donald Trump and from Pam Bondi? Because that's really the main players here, isn't it? Well, the client list Pam Bondi was reviewing, where is it? Where does it exist? She claims it did. Has anybody really confronted her? She holds the highest office in the land when it comes to law and order, right? Why can't she be honest with us? Where did it go? They claim it doesn't exist. Of course it exists. It always existed. I'm guaranteeing you it does. Now, was Donald Trump friends with Jeffrey Epstein? Of course he was. Donald Trump would have loved to have been friends with Jeffrey Epstein because he was the up-and-comer. He was the mover and shaker. and Donald Trump only hangs out with those people. And keep in mind, Donald Trump's a dirty man. Let's be honest. We know that this guy's dirty all the way through. He's an abuser. He doesn't really care what he says. He's groped women. We know down the list the things he's done. And he didn't just know Epstein because they passed each other in Palm Beach. They knew each other through parties, as you can see in these particular pictures. They knew each other well. And of course, Donald Trump did send Jeffrey Epstein a letter. We know that happened. And we know that most likely was of a naked woman and all the things that went with that. That is classic Donald Trump. We also know in that letter he wrote, "Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Donald, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." What are you talking about? What's the wonderful secret? What secrets was Jeffrey Epstein holding? We all know what that is. Everybody does now. So Donald, what are you talking about? We also know that the Department of Justice is now, according to Senator Durbin, sending 1,000 agents into the files, the records of Jeffrey Epstein. And they're looking for the name Donald Trump. They're going to flag those, and they're going to redact them. They're going to remove every evidence that Donald Trump had anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein, that he ever knew him. This will all be gone in a flash. They're working 24 hours a day. Does that sound normal to you? Does it sound normal? Or is it a cover-up? It's a cover-up. So where do we go from here, friends? We know it's a cover-up. We know that these 3 sites in New York, Florida, and U.S. Virgin Islands housed many important people, and a lot of money was made. I don't know where this goes, but I think it's a bigger picture. It's more important to note that this is a national problem. It's a global problem. We have to stop child trafficking. We have to stop people like Jeffrey Epstein. Do you think he's the only one? No, he's just the most famous one. We need to come against this stuff. I believe these people should be hunted down no matter what office they hold. This is something that we cannot let stand in America. You Christians out there want to believe that we were chosen by God to do X, Y, and Z, and Donald was the man for it. But what has he done? He's knee-deep in this. He's knee-deep in a national disaster, and it's time for all of us to stand against it. It's all the time I have. Thanks for watching. Hey, like, subscribe, and share our videos. We're here to give you information and commentary you're not going to find anywhere else, and I'm glad you joined me. God bless you, and I'll see you next time right here on The David Tomsic Show.